Good morning. This is a new experience for me, so I'm going to sit here and I'm going to hope that my friends find me today. We're going to the playground. It's early for me, forgive me if I've got my sleepy face on still. Do you ever have those days when your body just wants to stay in bed? It is grumpy here in the mountains today. And those days when it's cloudy, I have a hard time waking my body up. So I'm here. I am grateful and thankful and blessed and honored to be on Enlightened World Network today for the first time. It's party time. This is something brand new. So I hope that we'll get some people to join us. I'm going to turn away from you for just a second and see if I can find me and see if I can share this out somehow. I sure hope that it's working. It's good probably to get on here and actually see if I'm live. If you guys see me, please tell me so that I know that I'm here with you. Because I can't tell. Trying to do about 3 things at once. I think what I need is a new personal assistant. Who wants to join me in that? So we're not going to mess with this too much. We're going to get on and see if we can get some help. I'm going to hire some personal assistants right now. I see somebody. Thank goodness. Thank goodness somebody's here. I see two. I'm waiting for some playmates at my playground today. Come to the playground is what we call it when I join you guys here. So, hi, Luann. Thank you for looking for me. I'm so glad to see some people pop up. I thought maybe I was going to be here all by myself. If you guys would help me share this a little bit, since it's a new place to come from, it would be great if people can find me. Gerald Ann, thank you so much. Marietta, nice to see you. I'm so glad I'm not at the playground all myself today. I don't know about you guys. The weather has been crazy. Thank you, Gerald Ann. If I haven't said hi, I'm still seeing you pop up. Catherine Kovacs, thank you so much for joining me. I'm waving at you guys. I hope I see everyone. How is your day going so far? What are we at? Is today Friday? How many of us don't know the day of the week anymore? Sue Seekoff, thank you for joining me. So, good morning. I think that's Dr. Ruth Anderson. Does anybody call you Dr. Ruth? So, I'll tell you, this morning I'm rushing into home base because it's been kind of a busy morning for me. I was there with coffee and conversation with Terry and Geraldine this morning, trying, and I had other things going on, and I've been doing about 3 things at one time. Beautiful clearing energy, beautiful, just so much fellowship. That's a good word this morning, fellowship with people there, and so I'm feeling just yummy. I love that word, Geraldine or Terry, whichever one of you uses that. So I'll tell you what's going on with me. When I do these live shows, I often have no idea what I'm going to talk about until just before. I kind of step aside. I tell my ego, take a break. I don't need you right now. I go into that place, and for me, it tends to be a very fun place. Once that ego steps aside, my inner child comes out to play. And she came out to play. I was laughing hysterically just a few minutes ago because we have this new little cat and she's really wanting my attention. She's the cutest thing. And I'm running around trying to get everything set up this morning so that I can do this different format. It's really the same thing. It's just on a different page. But it's different for me, and I'm trying to get set up and get myself all grounded and centered and be in a good place. And I'm walking through my living room, and I have this cat that is literally every step I take, she's grabbing my ankle. So it's like I take a step, she grabs, and I take a step, and she didn't stop. She went all the way across the house, and by the time the 3rd or 4th time she grabbed me, I'm laughing hysterically because I'm in such a hurry to get here, and this cat is just with me every step of the way. She's now curled up taking a nap because she's decided that mom's no fun, I think. But the 3 words that came to me through that was, don't forget to laugh. Don't forget to laugh. There's a lot of heavy stuff going on. It's scary. I see my friends. Hi, Terry. I see my friends this morning, many of them coming up with loved ones who are sick, or different things that are going on. We have more than just a virus. We've all gone through some crazy storms, literally some crazy storms in the past 24 hours. Some of us are still going through it. My little Steve tree out front, I was a basket case all day yesterday because I was so worried for that little tree. So remember that in all of these storms, the remembrance is, don't forget to laugh. That's what my little child inside of me would like to remind you of this morning. So I think we'll spend time there today. What makes you laugh? What makes you happy these days? What can you do to lay down everything that is going on in your world, to turn off the news? What do you do that makes you laugh? Thank you for that advertisement. Monday through Friday, Eastern Time. Reuniting you with your inner child. That's exactly true. That's what we're going to do this morning. What did you do? If you can't think of things right now that you're doing right now to help you to laugh, what did you do when you were a child? Can we get into that place? Let me see. What did I really enjoy when I was little? I was a total tomboy. I loved when my brothers had the Matchbox cars. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. Aiken, maybe? If I say that wrong, please tell me how to say your name. But welcome. What did you enjoy? What I enjoyed was getting in the dirt. I loved sandboxes. I loved to get out the Matchbox cars. I loved to build roads and tunnels, and I was also a little girl, except I remember my friends had the Barbie dolls and they liked to play Barbies. I had Jane West dolls and with the horses and all the tack. I was the tomboy even in that because I liked to pretend that I was out on the prairie with my horses, and that was my fun. We would play at the same time. We'd use the whole house. We'd use the table as my ranch. And then she'd have her fancy little Barbie dream house someplace else. So we would combine it all together, and it was fun. And we played and we laughed and we had a good time. And my remembrance today for you is, my message is, what did you do then? Did you go jump roping? Sandboxes, Cherryland sandboxes. Yeah, we built forts outside too. Blanket forts. I used to love. I talk about my blanket forts often because I feel like my little girl, I said this the other day and I liked it. Let's see how she put it. My little girl was a blanket architect. She could build blanket forts that were incredible, that were throughout the entire house, and that was also inside of me. Not only was I creative on the outside, on the inside, I was very good at creating a blanket fort, and I hid in that blanket fort. It was my safe space. It still is. There are times when I hide that inner child, when she goes into a space where I can't necessarily access her. She's hiding in that blanket fort, and I have to look. When I first started getting back into inner child work after I lost Steve, it was, first I had to learn to love me, and I had to be in that mother energy of love. And then I had to take that mother energy of love and go looking for that child inside of me. And when I found her, I had to really look. She was well hidden. She had blocks up everywhere. We all know that we create energetic blocks around that deepest, most beautiful part of ourselves in order to protect that part. That's what the ego likes to do. It's like, oh, that's a diamond in there. Let's build up these walls. That's your child. That's that beautiful little person that you came into the world as, to be, is that beautiful little munchkin that's snuggly and warm and innocent and sweet. And the ego needs to protect. The ego wants to protect that little person. And so all those little walls got put up around that child. Man, I had some major walls. And I remember some deep healing work that had to happen. Many of us have been going through that here right now. How many of us, with a show of hands, we're getting these lessons right now, our angels, ascended masters, whoever you want to call on. It's like, ooh, triggers everywhere, because it's time for all of that to heal. We can't keep going up. Our vibration can't keep moving into this new reality as long as our child is hidden down in there someplace and still afraid and still has injuries or wounds that are left unhealed. So we're getting triggered, and it's little child stuff, a lot of it. You know, you can work on healing your grown-up self. You can do that until the cows come home. if you don't get into that child, if you don't keep digging deeper to those early wounds that you may not even remember exist, then you're not fully healed. And so the triggers lately feel like that little child stuff. You're like, oh, why does this hurt so much? Because think of how sensitive you were when you were little. When somebody would insult you or make you sad or bully you or maybe just not even understand you. They couldn't get to you because you're such a sensitive person, a sensitive soul. You came here to be the empath, to be the light worker. And so you had this super sensitive, what they like to call a shy. They would say, stop crying so easy. Why do you cry so much? You know, why can't you be tough like your brother? Or why can't you, just buck up and stop being so, whiny, things like that. And I'm sure many of you heard that. And so our little children said, well, there must be something wrong with my sensitivity. I gotta put it on the back burner. I gotta be tough like everyone else. And some of us, I have a boy, a little redheaded boy, he's now 16, who shows that sensitivity in a very different way from me, super sensitive, very empathic. I have very powerful kids. And this boy, wow, he was difficult in every way possible. He was very, very hurt by things that happened with his father and very angry. And I remember I took him to a therapist and I was like, why is he so angry? I don't know how to deal with all this anger. That sensitivity in him came out, and he just built that wall around himself so well that it came out. It was still super sensitivity, and I had to know that. He's not acting like his father, he's sensitive like me. And instead of showing it and being loving and giving everything of himself, he was very angry. And so many of us are like that. Remember that with the people in your world. Remember that with yourself. Be forgiving, be loving of that little child that's inside of you, because we all manifest our sensitivities in a different way. And there is no blame, shame, guilt in that. So let that child come out whatever way it needs to come out. If it comes out angry, if it needs to throw stuff, if it needs to scream, if it needs to pound on the earth, if it needs to cry, if it needs to do anything, if it needs to laugh more, if it needs to dance, if it needs to go play in the mud puddles, if it needs to make mud pies or make some Play-Doh or paint, finger paint, get creative, find the way that child wants to come back out to play. And let that child come out often. I really feel like I'm being pushed into this daily now because it's time to bring an awareness to the inner child like has never happened before. And the reason why, and this is the powerful message that's blasting through me right now. Okay, I got it. Here it comes. The reason why it's so important for you to take care of your inner child is because you will create from that energy of your child. That child is your powerhouse. That child is where your imagination comes from. That is the base of who you are. When you came here, you were an absolute powerhouse. You remembered who you are. You could you could see the angels. You could see spirit. You could feel it. You could sense it. You were so alive. There is nothing more alive, more awake than a brand new baby. Look in their eyes. The whole universe is there. They have not been taught not to believe. They have not been taught what they're not capable of. They haven't been taught anything yet, so they know they're capable of everything. And they're totally in manifestation mode. They are creating to the best of their ability. They're too small to actually, be able to put the pieces into place, and yet within them is creating something absolutely magnificent and incredible. Now you're a big person. That little creator is still inside of you, that powerhouse, that imagination that you came here with, the ability to manifest the most incredible life that you can ever imagine is still inside of you. You still got that beautiful little creator. You need to get back into that space, because that's where you're going to create your fairy tale. That little child that believed that prince was going to show up on a white horse, or that you could have fairies in your garden, or dragons flying over your head, or grab a broom and fly across the sky. That child believed in all these things. They believed that they had wings. They could believe in anything. Go back to that place where you were a child and you were daydreaming. So let's go back into that place today. Let's be those little daydreamers. I want you to create your own story today. I want you to realize, I want you to visualize yourself as this writer at a desk. And you have, I wrote about this in my book, you have a quill. And you have a piece of paper in front of you. And I want you to visualize yourself being in that space at a beautiful little, where is your space? Mine is always the captain of a ship. So I see myself on this ship. And everything around me is made of wood. And there's a creaky noise. You can hear it, the noise of all the ropes up above that are holding the sails. And there's a gentle lapping sound on the side of the ship as the ship is just resting. My sea is very gentle this morning. I'm in a very peaceful place. There's no storms. The storms have passed. This is after the storms, when everything smells fresh and clean. So breathe that fresh air into your lungs. And as we're breathing, we are surrounded by our angels. We all have a beautiful team, and we're all being joined here in this healing space, our archangels. I love the feeling of the archangels when they enter. Can you feel that? Archangel Michael brings us strength, a feeling of safety. Archangel Raphael is like a cold hand on your forehead. Archangel Gabriel, I see him with thick glasses. He's the brainiac. He's the one that does all the studying and the reading, and he brings us wisdom and knowledge and a higher sense of learning. That's how it feels to me. And so many others, so many creators, so many come in, and we'll just accept anyone that wants to join us here, to bring us our imagination, to bring us, to open us to the possibilities that we're all capable of, to help us to remember the beautiful little diamond that's within that tiny little child that rests there, that is cradled there inside of you. You'll notice when I do this, I start rocking. It's like I'm holding myself. As you learn to love yourself, then you get to go in and you get to find that little child. So right now, while you're sitting at your desk and you're going to write a story, would you visualize yourself pulling that little child up into your lap? And if you are so inclined, you can do like me. When I hold my child, I start to rock. I don't even think about it. I'm rocking myself, my small self, and I'm bringing comfort. And there's so much love right here, right now. Can you feel that? Breathe it in. Relax. Rock that baby. Breathe it in. Before you put that quill to the paper, I want you to really, really get in touch with that baby for just a few minutes. That little creator. Look in those eyes. You have beautiful eyes. Look at those little baby eyes. Look into your eyes, your baby eyes, and see the beauty, the entire universe that exists within those eyes. Energy is moving up. I hope you can feel that. The heart is full. So much healing coming. We are receiving so much clearing energy right now. And it's as if that energy of the child is just resting in my heart right now. I hope you can feel that. I want to check in on your messages in just a minute. I see some sweet messages. I want you to continue to feel the love of that little child wrapped in, you can visualize her or him wrapped in a little sweet blanket of softness. There's a little peach fuzz on the head. It's a really little one. Do you remember what it feels like to kiss the head of a newborn baby, whether it's yours or someone else's? They smell like heaven. It came straight from heaven, and they're laying there in your arms right now. This little one that you're holding right now is the part of you that is completely untouched by the world. She or he is filled with the energy of creation. And so as you get to feel that as you integrate that energy that one's bringing to you. Continue to breathe in the healing energy and feeling that out at the same time. And also, I want you to just like be that baby, like feel that energy and be that baby. And as you do that, when you feel that love, that overabundance, then you can pick up that pen, that quill, whatever it is that you're going to write with. Visualize yourself picking that up. And I want you to see yourself writing something down on that paper. It can be 4 words. Oh, Catherine sees pixie dust in the hair on that baby. That's beautiful. A little glittery, sweet. Nothing but love. It's a little bundle of love. You are holding that love, the love of God, the love of the universe, whatever creator you choose, whatever name is okay. You're holding that in your arms. Source energy, pure source energy. That's who you are. That's the truth of you. And you're holding your own magnificence in your arms, your own perfect self. What does that perfect self have to say to you today? Can you visualize in just a few words? You don't have to write a novel. Later you can go back. That's what I do. I get a few words and I'm like, okay, I need to remember that later. And I'm going to go back into that space and I'm going to journal. If you don't have a journal, I suggest you start writing in that journal every day. Handwrite. And see what comes up. Do you have a few words that show up on your paper right now that come from your sweet, perfect little baby self? What does that baby want to tell you? Big burst of energy right now. It's coming right up. This is an upward energy. It's coming from like the belly. I like to say the womb. That second chakra to me is like where that baby comes from. The third, that right there in the solar plexus, it feels like a beautiful little nursery where that baby likes to play with toys and have treasures in there. And so it feels to me like the energy is coming up from there and going up into the heart space and expanding. I've felt a lot of clearing energy in the throat. So I know a lot of you are getting some energy there. If you feel like you got to clear your throat or yawn really big, that's why. See where it's moving while we're doing this. Up into the third eye, helping you to see more clearly. What are you seeing right now? Close your eyes if you're not already. And what words are coming up in your vision right now? What does that baby want you to know? It's delicious. I hope you're feeling that. That's a beautiful sense of being snuggled and held and rocked. I am safe. That's what I hear. I am safe. I am safe. In all this world of scary stuff, my baby wants me to know that I am safe. I am comfortable. I am happy. I am joyful. I am laughter. I am peace. Luann's sister, you guys used to get together and build blanket forts outside using the picnic table. That's an excellent idea. I need to do that for my girl. Get her outside under the picnic table with the blankets. That'd be fun. Geraldine's watching animals play. That's fun. So if you get a chance when you start to come back, and let's go ahead and just be easy as long as you need to be. If you want to post a few words, anything comes through to you, and let everyone else know what you're seeing, that's okay. And if you're still in that space of rocking that baby, that's okay too. You can stay there as long as you want to. I hope you're enjoying that. And remember that you can do this anytime, and you should be doing it often. Bring your attention down to that little baby, that when things are going wrong in your world, when it just seems like chaos and nothing is going right, you need to go back in there. You are creating from that space. That little baby is creating, and she or he, there's fear there. And whenever there's fear, there is negative energy created, and you are manifesting from negative energy. Remember to go there. Remember to hold that baby. Remember to rock that baby. Remember to bring comfort and watch how your world changes. Sit there with that little child and imagine. Remember you're daydreaming. What did you do when you were daydreaming? You were meditating. I remind people that often when they have an issue with the word meditation. Little children do it naturally. They sit there, they shut off the school teacher, all of the kids around them. They're gone. They're gone. They're meditating. They've shut it all off, and they're gone into their own little world of imagination. That's what meditation is. We close down everything else, and we get ourselves into that space of that magic pixie dust, like Catherine said. The fairies, the fairy tales, whatever it is you want to create. And it's pure magic. It is magic. Hi, Rana. Rana. Bad with names. Feeling the energy. It's starting to come. There's a very, very calm presence amongst all of you right now. I hope that that is going to start your day off in the right place. Remember to play. That just came back through. Remember to play like that little silly cat of mine. Remember. Chase a few ankles. Go look at the birds. Chase a bug. She likes to do that too if a fly gets in the house. She's got the life. We deserve that kind of life too. That's why cats are here to show us. Hey, you're tired, go take a nap. Rest, relax, eat a little bit, play a little bit. Take it easy. Be easy on yourself today. There's stuff to be done. You can do it. It's easier than it seems. Get it done and then relax and enjoy. And remember to laugh today. I want you to visualize yourself now. That little baby is all nice and safe and protected, wrapped up in the arms of love. Archangel Michael comes in and just absolutely wraps you up. Your Holy Spirit higher self, your child, your inner child, all of that is safe within your heart space. You're wrapped in a perfect aura of protection all the way around you. Make it whatever color you'd like. Be creative today. What's wrapped around you today? I like the bubble. And I see rainbows in my bubble. And I'm protected and I'm safe. And I'm whole. And there's nothing that I'm lacking. There's nothing that I long for that isn't provided. There's nothing that I've asked for that hasn't already been given a yes. And so I'm happy and I'm content. Maybe a little spoiled. Can you be that way too? Can you be a little spoiled and happy today? Go play in the mud. Enjoy yourself. Breathe deeply today. Know that that energy is all around you. Place your intent, place your imagination on being wrapped up in the arms of an angel. Remember how precious you are to Source, to God. You are so precious. To God, to Source, whoever you believe in, you are that perfect little baby. That's how you're seen. And there's no judgment. And if you've got anything inside of you that still feels guilty or judgy or anything that way, it's time to let it wash away. It's time to let it go. Let it go. If it comes up today, if your little child starts having a temper tantrum, starts rainbows, excellent, Catherine, starts having issues with sadness or deeper emotions, if somebody triggers you, why are you getting triggered? Self-care is so important. Exactly, Geraldine. This is self-care time 101. Absolutely. You've got to take care of yourself as if you are that little child, as if you treat yourself as gently as you would a small child in your arms. Drink a lot of fluid. Spend a lot of time in nature. Go hug a tree. You guys know me, you ones that know me well. I hug a tree heart to heart often. When I start to feel ungrounded or I start to feel like my little child is starting to feel, ooh. Yesterday I had an experience. I watched my daughter, who hadn't done good self-care, who had been busy doing other things, playing games, not really paying attention to herself. She comes down to the kitchen and all of a sudden I can see her, she's getting ready to really melt down. Her nervous system is on fire and she's like, oh, I gotta go. And I remember that feeling when I was younger because I didn't take good care of myself. You're welcome, Geraldine. It's that sense of, I wonder how many of you can relate with this, that sense of suddenly every nerve in the body stands up at attention and you feel like you're just going to explode. You can call it hangry. I've had my hangry episodes. That's what happens when we don't take care of ourselves. And our young ones, they don't get that. And sometimes we can be just as hard on ourselves. So please, please, healthy foods. Give yourself plenty of healthy, organic if you can, fruits and vegetables, protein, water, lots of water, sunshine, nature. Ground your energy, sit in the dirt, go play in the sand, go build a sand castle. That's my, and if you can't go outside because it's too cold, find a way to do it inside. Find a way, bundle yourself up, get out in nature. Do something for yourself today. Treat yourself like the most precious being that you are. Remember that you're precious and that you're beautiful. And I'm just waiting. Let me check on you guys real quick and seeing if there's anything else. Catherine Kovacs sees an umbrella opened. That's beautiful. You're going to carry your own weather today. Do you know what that means? Nobody else is going to affect you. You stay under your own umbrella, or you'll look up and you see your own sunshine. Doesn't, even though somebody else, other people around you may be carrying storm clouds over their heads, you don't have to let their storm clouds affect you. You have your own umbrella today. Let's see what else, if I've missed anything from you guys. Geraldine built forts outside too. You know what? Two of you have told me that now. It's really rainy out there right now, but if it settles down, I think I'd like to try that. Even if it means using a tarp instead of a blanket. You're very welcome, Geraldine, for that meditation. It's just a stillness time. Catherine is hearing the song Sunny Side of the Street popping up. You know what? You got the rainbow and the sunny side of the street. That is so your message today. You are carrying your own weather today. All of us should carry our own weather, no matter what's going on outside, no matter what's happening, what the weatherman says. Carry your own weather. It's always okay. It's going to be okay. It's always okay. You are so protected. That umbrella is your angels. They're just, wrapping themselves around you today. Visualize that. Place your intention on being in that safe space today. You are wrapped up. You are loved. And I'm feeling it out. There's still a lot of love energy. You guys just breathe it in, share it out. We haven't done that yet. If you're still here, take a big, big breath. Let's play a little game real quick. Let's make a ball. This is how we're going to close out today. I probably won't make it till 10:30 today because when it's done, it's done. But we want to close out this way today, okay? Rub those hands together. Make your ball. Make it as big as you want. Can you feel that energy between your hands? Feel it. Blow it up from your heart. Fill up your heart and feel like you're just blowing that air into your ball. All of that love energy that you're being inundated with right now. You're not going to run out. Blow it up. Blow up that ball as big as you want. Breathe it in. Doesn't that feel good? Every time you blow out, imagine your ball getting a little bigger. You can do it a few times. Don't hyperventilate. Be good to yourself. And my ball is as big. Make it whatever color. Can you visualize it a beautiful color? I always go to red. I don't know why. My ball is red. And it's big. And I'm not going to keep it. I'm going to share it. So we're going to throw these balls out. We can share them amongst ourselves. We can play catch for a minute. And then I want you to visualize yourself throwing it into the world. Throw it out into the world. Let it go wherever it needs to go to whoever needs it. It can go to multiple, but these balls are going to bounce all over the world. They're going to bring healing to the planet. They're going to bring healing to those people who are fighting this illness, to people that are going through all kinds of other difficult things, because the world goes on right now. It's not all virus, so we want this healing to go to anywhere where it needs to go. So we're setting our intention on playing a little bit. Let's play ball, and then let's share, okay? So for just a minute, go ahead and throw your ball. Picture a person and throw it. Off it goes. Whoop, I caught one. I caught a blue one. Who threw a blue one? It's a good ball. I like that. That feels really good. I'm going to toss it again. Here it goes. Oh, I caught a yellow one. What are you catching? Are you playing? This is me. Get used to it. I'm a child. I'm going to take this. This ball feels like the sunshine in my hands. I'm going to give this one to the earth and to anyone on the earth that needs it. So I'm going to go ahead and send my ball out now, and I'm sharing it. And I'm not going to catch another one. I'm letting it go. On the count of 3, are you ready? You're going to throw your ball. You're going to let it heal whoever, wherever, whatever needs it. 1, 2, 3, go. Yay. And I feel like every time I caught a ball, I caught some love from you guys. Can you feel that love? Beautiful, beautiful morning. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I know it's different. I'm sure I've missed a few comments, and I will try to catch up and answer individually after this, see if I can catch up to people. I so appreciate you all. I'm so grateful to Enlightened World Network for letting me put my show here. And to everyone that's joined me here, thank you for sharing. Take this piece with you today. Carry yourself in that safety bubble. Know that you are so loved and you are so beautiful and so perfect. Have yourselves a beautiful day. And I will catch you again tomorrow at Saturday, yes. Tomorrow morning at 9:30. Take good care. I love you so much. Bye.